Hey guys! Guess what's coming on September 26th? Besides the usual new season drop and the rollercoaster ride of new skins and inevitable demotions, we've got something big for all you IDV fans out there. The Identity V Stellaris Tournament, aka VS. It's the global showdown where 8 teams from across the globe duke it out for glory, bragging rights, and some serious cash. Who's gonna clinch the top spot this time? Though, if you're like me and have no clue about the tournament, esports, or what any of that even means, you've probably got the same questions. What exactly is the Identity V Stellaris Tournament? And how's it different from COA or the Japanese League? Since I'm guessing a lot of people are still scratching their heads over it, I'll do my best to break it down for you today. Also, I'm no esports expert, so if I get something wrong, feel free to set me straight. This is your broadcaster Selmina, and we're diving into the IVS 2024. Before we jump into the Stellaris tournament, it's worth noting that there's quite a difference between this event and other Identity V tournaments like Call of the Abyss. In fact, Identity V hosts tournaments almost every month, which is why you'll see the official YouTube channel streaming competitions all year, even after COA wraps up. Here's a quick breakdown of some of the major tournaments. There's a tournament happening somewhere almost every month. It's non-stop action all year long. But let's not get lost in the tournament maze. What we're really here to talk about is the upcoming IVS tournament, taking place from September 26 to September 29. The Identity V Stellaris Tournament, or IVS, is an international competition hosted by NetEase, typically happening around August or September each year. This year, as I mentioned earlier, the tournament will be held from September 26 to 29. Here's the lineup of teams competing this year. These 8 teams didn't get here by chance. They're either champions or runner-ups from their regional tournaments. Think of it like the World Cup finals for IDV. So, if you're dreaming of joining the Identity V Stellaris Challenge one day, you'll need to start by conquering your regional tournament first. Build a strong team? And who knows? You could be competing in the next global stage. The tournament follows an elimination format, meaning if a team loses a match, they either lose their chance to advance or fight their way back through the playoff stage. Luckily, NetEase has already shared the schedule, so we can all follow along and see who's up against who. The bracket shows the match fixtures and when each battle will take place. For most of the matches, except the final, they'll be using a best-of-3 format. This means each match can go up to 3 rounds, with each round consisting of 1 hunter match and 1 survivor match. If a team wins 1 round but loses another, that 3rd round becomes a do-or-die situation. Of course, matches can end in a draw as well, but what happens if all rounds in a match end up in a draw? I honestly have no idea, so if anyone knows, hit me up in the comments. As for the final match, it'll be played in a best-of-5 format and will take place on the last day, September 29th. So, mark your calendars for the big showdown. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part of the tournament, the winner. Of course, the champion will be taking home a hefty prize. This year, the grand prize is a whopping 500,000 Chinese yuan, which is around 70,000. Just imagine, you could buy a pretty sweet sports car with that kind of money. But it's not just about the cash. The real prize is the pride and glory that comes with representing your team and your region. Fans are super passionate about supporting their favorite teams, and you can see how intense their fandom is on social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook. Some fans are even making the trip to Macau, China, where the tournament will be held in person. Tickets are on sale for those wanting to watch it live, and you can find the ticket guide right here. If you're not going in person, no worries. You can still catch all the action through live streams on platforms like Bilibili and YouTube. Plus, some IDV streamers have announced that they'll be streaming the tournament with their own commentary, so if you want to experience it with your favorite streamer's take, definitely check out their channels. Honestly, I'm not really into sports or esports tournaments. There's no particular reason. I just don't vibe with tournaments. So, I haven't kept up with a lot of the IDV esports news, even though there's plenty of it. But don't get me wrong, just because it's not my thing doesn't mean it's not worth checking out. There are definitely benefits to watching esports. For one, you can learn to improve your game by seeing how the pros play. Plus, it's a cool way to meet new people in the chat while streaming. It's also great for language learners, since the commentary during the tournament streams makes for excellent listening practice. And hey, it's a reminder of how massive the gaming industry has become. In the end, it's totally up to you whether you watch the tournament or not. But I'll keep covering it this week, to stay sharp and keep up my journalism skills, since it's been a while since I left my journalist gig. If you've got any thoughts or suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments. This is your broadcaster Selmina signing off. Catch you next time, folks.